Hello friends, welcome to my channel Learning Electronics. In this video, we are going to study nodal analysis and applying nodal analysis. We are going to solve one problem also. So before starting the video, please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get more updated videos from here. So let us start the video. Nodal analysis is the method of finding the solution of the network in which all branch currents are computed. So in nodal analysis, we compute the branch currents. So to compute the branch current, we use Kirchhoff's current law. This Kirchhoff's current law is helpful in finding the node voltages, and after finding the node voltages, with the help of these node voltages, we can find out the branch currents. Now let us see the assumption for nodal analysis. We always assume that the voltage at the node is greater than the other voltages that appear in the equations. Otherwise, a negative value of current would result. Now, there is a formula for number of independent node equations which is represented by n. So, number of node equations n is equal to j minus 1, where j is the number of junctions in the network. So if we know the number of junctions, then the node equations in the nodal analysis should be 1 less than the number of junctions. Okay. Now let us see some important definitions related to nodal analysis. First is, what is node? When two or more circuit elements or two or more branches are connected at a point, then that point is called as node. Second is junction. When three or more elements or branches are connected at a point, then that point is called as junction. So here we can see the difference between node and junction. At least two circuit elements or two branches should be connected at a point, then only it is called as node. But in junction, at least three circuit elements or branches should be connected at a point, then only it is called as junction. If it is less than 3, then it will be a node. Okay. Third is branch. It is the part of the network that lies between two junctions. So branch is a part of network which lies between two junctions. Okay. Now let us understand this node, junction and branch with an example. Here, find the circuit elements, nodes, junction points and branches from the given network. So here we have to find out first circuit elements. So here circuit elements are resistors, capacitors, inductors, voltage sources, current sources. Okay. Here only resistances and voltage sources are given. So let us count how many resistors are there. R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, R7, R8, R9. So 9 resistors are there. Circuit elements we have to find out first. So 9 resistors are there. What are they? R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, R7, R8 and R9. And voltage sources are 3, V1, V2 and V3. 3 voltage sources are there, V1, V2 and V3. Now next we have to find out the nodes. What is the definition of node? Two branches, at least two branches should be connected at a point. So here the A, B, C, D, E, F. Then here two components are connected. In the definition it is given that two components should be connected. So here resistance and voltage source is connected here. So it is also a node. H is a node. Then J, at J will be between this resistor and voltage source. This is J, this is not J. So here one node is there, J. Then I is there. So how many nodes are there here? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I and J. 10 nodes are there total. Okay, so we have found out circuit elements and nodes. Now let us find out the junction points. So what is the definition of junction? When three or more circuit elements or branches are connected at a point. So here B, E and H are junction points. B, E and H are junction points. Okay, because here 4 branches are connected at B, here 3 branches are connected, here also 3 branches are connected. Less than 3 means it will be a node. What is the definition of branch? It is the part of the network that lies between two junctions. So it should lie between two junctions. So here we have 3 junction points B, E and H. First we take B and E. Between B and E we see the branches. So here one branch is there, then this is one branch. So between B and E, BE is there and BCD E is there. Okay, this is not a branch because here one junction is coming. Second is between B and H we will take. This is B and H. So between B and H, BH is there and BAIH is there. BAIH and BH is there. Third is between E and H. Between E and H we will take. Between E and H only one branch is there, that is EFH. Okay. So total how many branches are there? 5 branches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let us solve another question. By nodal analysis find the current through resistors in the given circuit. So here we assume the node voltages. This is node number 1 and let this be node number 2. So let at node 1 voltage is V1 and at node 2 the voltage is V2. Okay. So here we are taking V1, here we are taking V2. Now let us assume the currents here. Here I1 is flowing, here let I2 is flowing, here I3 is flowing, here I4 is flowing. Here because since here no drop is there, no resistance is connected in between or no component is connected, so here 2 volt will be there. Okay, here also 2 volt will be there and here also 2 volt will be there since no drop is there in between. So here also V1 will be there, here also V1 will be there because in between no component or no resistance is connected, so no drop will be there. So this node 1 voltage will come here also and here also. Okay, now we apply KCL. By KCL at node 1. First we apply KCL at node 1. So by KCL we have already studied in the last classes about KCL. So according to KCL, the sum of incoming currents is equal to sum of outgoing currents. So let us see what is incoming current here. Only 6 ampere is coming, which is equal to outgoing currents, means I1, I2 and I3. I1 plus I2 plus I3. Now we find out I1, I2, I3 from the circuit. So here I1 will be equal to V1. The current direction of I1 is from V1 to 5 volt. Then we take first V1 then 5 volt. Okay. So V1 minus 5. V1 minus 5 divided by 3 plus I2 is equal to V1 minus V2. The direction of this current I2 is from V1 to V2. So first we will take V1 then V2. V1 minus V2 divided by 2 plus I3 V1 minus 2. V1 minus 2 divided by 5. When we solve that equation, we will get this type of equation. 31 by 30 V1 minus V2 by 2 is equal to 121 by 50. This is equation number 1. Now we apply KCL. By KCL at node 2. So let us see, here the voltage is V2, here the voltage is V1. It is node 1. So what are the incoming currents and what are the outgoing currents at the node 2? Two currents are coming, that is I2 plus 4 ampere. 4 ampere is there. So I2 plus 4 is equal to I4 will come. Okay. So first we will find out the KCL equation is I2 plus 4 is equal to I4. So we find out I2 and I4 equation from here. So we get V1, I2 is equal to V1 minus V2 divided by 2. Okay. Plus 4 is equal to, then I4 will be equal to V2 minus, here 2 volt is there, V2 minus 2 divided by 4. Now when we solve that equation, we get minus V1 by 2 plus 3 by 4 V2 is equal to 9 by 2 we will get. This is equation number 2. So by solving equation number 1 and 2, we get V1 and V2 value. V1 will be equal to 15.76 volt and V2 will be equal to 16.51 volt. Okay, now we will find out all the currents. What was I1? I1 is equal to V1 minus 5 divided by 3. So V1 is 15.76 minus 5 divided by 3. So it is equal to 3.6 ampere. Here the current is flowing 3.6 ampere. Okay. Now I2 we will find out. I2 is V1 minus V2 divided by 2. V1 is 15.76 minus 16.51 divided by 2. So I2 will be equal to minus 0.375 ampere we are getting. So the assumed direction is from node 1 to node 2 for I2. But here the current is coming negative. That means our assumed direction is not correct. It should be from node 2 to node 1. So actual direction should be node 2 to node 1. Okay. Then we will get I2 will be equal to plus 0.375 ampere. Now let us find I3. I3 is equal to V1 minus 2 divided by 5, which is equal to, when we put the value, we get 2.76 ampere. Then I4 we will get, I4 is equal to V2 minus 2 divided by 4. V2 is 16.51 minus 2 divided by 4. It is equal to 3.63 ampere. Okay. So in this way we can find out the branch currents through the nodal analysis. So hope you have understood the numerical. Thank you very much for watching and please do subscribe my channel for more updates.